Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to the Lavender Overhang, where in the last episode we did a lot of work over here in our housing district. We've got one whole housing tower complete, including all of the extra little amenities that make our beavers happy. We are currently sitting at a 58. We do still have a large amount of beavers that are injured due to working in the more dangerous areas. We do currently have 16 beavers that are not working at all. We will get quite a few of those back to work as we open up the water pumps down here. So we've got what do we have down here? 3, 4, 5, and 6 water pumps down here, and each of those take up 3 beavers. So we will have a considerable amount of those beavers going back to work with the coming of the wet season. We also started working on the next layer of all of this, and we will, I think, continue some of that. We'll let them build some of this so that we can kind of pay attention and not let them populate it like immediately. But we also did ask for suggestions at the end of last episode on where you guys wanted to see the Earth Recultivator go, and the main thing was right here over the swimming pools, kind of where I was leaning. So we will start working on that today. We do have most of the supplies for that, and we can just ramp up production on some of the other things. So we need more treated planks. I think we need 2,000 treated planks. Yeah, 2,000 treated planks, 1,500 metal blocks, and 2,000 gears. We definitely have the gears. Metal blocks we also have, but we are going to use some of those up to, of course, to get our repopulator into the sky. We are going to have to figure out where build height is so that we make sure that we don't build it too high and have it end up at build height, and then it'll tell us that we can't do that. So we will probably do that in a pause mode so that we can figure that out without a problem. We did set up this area over here as well to try and get our excess beavers working. I do believe we have, what do we have for planks? We've got 3 planks. Oh, that's not so good. But we are also sitting insanely light on lumber once again. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open. That one's open. That one's open. That one is open. That one is not open. We're going to open these lumber mills to get some more planks going. We honestly, at this point, we don't need any gear, so I'm going to shut down some of the gear workshops so they don't use it up. Wood workshop we are going to need because we don't have enough treated planks, so we'll leave those running. And I think that means we can go ahead and get started. I did run around, and anywhere that we had still small windmills that we could switch over to large ones, I put those in, so those will be on the backgrounds for the beavers. I also did connect this particular zip line station to the network. That did mean we're going to have to jostle around here and do something a little different to get connected back up to this one, because I want us to have one giant loop of zipline network that runs the whole entire map so that the beavers can get from one area to the other without literally having to use any of these ladders. So at least this top section because the underground sections, of course, will have to be used from the tunnels or the ladders getting down into them. The last place I want to kind of like jury rig is this guy right here. I would like to get this so that we are connected directly from this area to down here. where the main bulk of our water is, although they can get to all of the water from this particular station here with the ladder system that is in on either end of that. So I'm not 100% worried about that, but I would like to see that be accessible from this layer. I also want to make sure we get a zipline station over here, and we need to figure out what we're going to do with this space. Yeah. I'm thinking we cover over this, we fill in as much as we can here, we change all of these to dirt where we can, or get rid of them completely depending on what is going on. And then maybe we hydrate it and turn it into a garden. I don't know. Maybe we add some more swimming pools, or what is it, lidos and showers. I guess swimming pools are folktales. So I think that might be the direction we go there. But I'm still thinking on that. So if you have any suggestions for this area, let me know. I was thinking if we built it up a little bit more, we could get it on with more windmills over top of it. We could make it like a shaded garden area. Is there anything well-being wise that we don't have? We probably could use some more mud baths. And I think we're probably good on everything else. If we look at the dance hall, agora, contemplation spot still is low. Campfires still are low. We are waiting for a campfire to be built over here. Plus a few more contemplation points. And we do have a few areas that we could ease in some contemplation points. On some of like these areas, we could put in a platform here and then put a contemplation point on top. But I kind of like that view right there. It just, those little roofs lead right up to the point that's on the agora, and I just think it looks cool. So we might think about that. We started with a few things over here. We could stick a contemplation point over here where it would kind of be on one of the main paths. So there's a few things that we can do that would ease that in a little bit more. We also could come down here and put in another one, but it would really get the beavers wet. We still have this space right here to figure out what to do with as well. We could come in here and take some of these out and put some more showers in. That would always be a possibility. And then it would really mean we need to connect this level to this level so that they had good access to it. So if you've got suggestions for this area over in here, go down in the comments. Let me know. What do you think we should do here? Should we expand our windmill farm to cover this over? Should we turn this into a garden? Should we turn it into more beaver wellness with more mud pits? What should we do? All right, so go tell me. All right, but let's get started on figuring out what's going on here. It means we're gonna have to take out these things, which is fine. We're gonna need a ladder here for the beavers to be able to get up there and build things. So let's go ahead and put that in before I forget about it. Let's make sure it is facing that wall. Okay. And then I would like to figure out how tall we can go. I'm thinking, how big is the... It is huge. It is massive. It's gonna take up that whole entire section. Right there, smack dab in the middle. So the ladder could go straight up from where I just put it to the door. So if we do that, then that means we're gonna need to come up How tall is this thing? It is tall. So honestly, we don't have to come up that high, I think, in order to make that really, really work. Because I don't think this area is at build height yet. I wish I knew exactly how tall it was, though. I wish it gave you little dimensions on the little UI blurb that says this is so many tiles by so many tiles and then so many tiles high. That would be really, really helpful when you were building something to know if it would actually work. All right, so let's that whole space is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's a problem. Because I was planning to use a 5x5. Oh, a 5x5 platform, and it won't fit. It's not going to be big enough. But, if we use dirt, we could use the 3x3, put dirt on it, and then it would work. Because we'd only be going 2 or 3 off of each side. Let's see. This space is so lopsided. And I think that monument has to go. So it goes from the platforms that the shower walkway is on to the blocks on the other side. So it literally is the exact width of this. So from here, it's this size. So that's what we need our platform to be. Okay, so if we do that, and we're doing a 3x3, how big is this? 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's gonna be uneven. It's gonna be uneven. It also is going to be gray if we do that, because we won't be able to hydrate it. Do we want to do that, or do we just want to create a platform of overhangs, which we could do? We need to be able to have an entrance, which could be this right there. It has to come out to here. We've got blocks here. So if we put blocks on these 2 corners, we could start up with a archway kind of thing. Let's try that to begin with. Okay, so block here, block here. Then if we come up 1 on each corner, right? And then we go, we've got to come this way and this way. Right, and then if we do no, that I wanted the 3, thank you very much. Right, if we did that, booyah. Okay, but do we like that height? Do we like it right like that? Or do we want it taller? Can I can't. Let's see. Is it the tallest thing on our map? I want to come up some more. All right. See, this is why we're doing this in pause mode. I don't want the beavers to start building. All right. Do I want to do this a little like carefully so I don't accidentally delete something I want? We might have to make some jury rigs staircases to get to there. Do we want it to look like we have multi-layers? Or do we want, I think we want to do delete, 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 delete. I know somebody is probably yelling, there is a shortcut for delete, Jessica. Do we want to get all fancy about it? No, because then we shorten our span, don't we? We would have to be wider for that to work. All right, so let's go back to the original plan. That. Then swoop. And swoop. Do we like that? I don't know that I like that. Seeing those pillars on the sides. I mean, it definitely works. It's so hard to see. That's definitely taller than anything we have currently. And I like that better. I like the idea of that it's taller. It's the highest thing in our civilization, but how high could we go? We don't need those supports except for to make the platform. So we could go up another one and see if it will let us build it. Let's try that. Let's use the 3. I know this is such a nitpicky thing, but it's gonna take a while to build, and then if I don't like it when it's done, then we've got a problem. All right, let's do the 3, 3, 3. Okay, and then let's do oh, I wasn't all the way up. Okay. Next question is, if we did dirt on there too, then we would be able to overhang and like, we wouldn't be able to plant anything on it though, because it wouldn't, all right, it still lets us. It still lets us. I think we still got a little height in our world. That puts us like considerably higher than anything. All right, I like that. I like that. Do we like our door placement, or do we want to turn it and come up from here? Because we could take out this little roof and create a stairwell to it. No, we can't, because that would be on top of the other stairwell. But do we want to just add to our ladders that we have there and not have this one in the middle of everything? What's underneath here? Do we have a... This one's the ladder, not this one. This one's a ladder. We could turn it that way. Then it wouldn't be quite so weird. I just feel like this is so boxy. How can we change it up so that we get a little bit more like arch in there? Could we put in another one and then put... All right, it's coming down yet again. You're getting to see the design thought process today in great detail. Nope, 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 not that. Just this. No, not that. Okay, so if I do a 2, wrong button. I do a 2, right? And then I do... Problem is, I'm only gonna be... Oopsies, wrong one. I'm only gonna be able to do this one direction. I'm not gonna be able to do this bi-directional. So kind of like we're using this side as our front on our main thing. So I think it would need to do that this way. And then we've got... Wrong button. Okay, and then we take our... Can't put a ladder in there. I mean, we can't put a platform in there, so that just kind of makes it wonky. But let's think about this. That's a little better. Or Mm. Do 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 do. What would we put up there then? Oh, we could do like maybe that. Maybe that. I think I like that better. I like the idea of it having that green space up there. I like it how it changes directions when you drag those. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that a little bit better. It makes it not quite so flat. We've got a little bit of arch. Can we fit other things into... Yeah, no. The trees are too tall. I remember that from when I was working on the housing district. I mean, we could conceivably... Beep. Okay, sorry for the weird winging. Really sorry. Oh my gosh, come on, game. Wiz is struggling today. It's a struggle bus day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that. I like that. I don't think we have anything else decoration wise that we can use to fill the corners though. Unless we just... Oh my goodness, I didn't realize I did that. Do y'all see what I'm seeing? Oops. They connected. Did they not? They did. I didn't know they would do that. Oh my gosh, that has implications for garden spaces like crazy. You could make mazes with these guys. Oh, maybe that's what our empty space over here becomes, a maze. Anyways, okay. So that gives us, now that I hemmed and hawed about that. Okay, over here, this one is already a ladder. So where are we gonna do this? I kind of don't like the thought of the door being on the back of the build, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. There is the zip line right there, although the beavers are going to be gathering all the materials over here, running over here to get to that. Oh, I do like that though. I wish we could do two corner platforms and have it go both directions. That would be sick. That would be absolutely sick if you could do a corner platform. That would be so nice. All right, we are half hour in and we haven't even started the beavers on playing yet. So let's get them on triple because this could be a long time. They are working on this because we need to get all of our extra beavers actually like into the job force. We are going to go ahead and we've got 9 empty beds at the moment and 6 beavers. We're going to leave it for the moment so that they are not adding anything to any more beavers to, except for that extra 9 beds. Once the Okay, now we have 14 baby beavers. Quick. These guys are quick. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Which is that one open? That one's not open. I'm gonna go ahead and open that one. Thank you, game. And that should get us. We did run around and adjust like the sluices and the everything this last times to see if we could get. Ooh, wow. Game is getting so laggy. We only have 38 of 60 FPS. We're down to like 35, 36 FPS, which is not good. And then we're running a fraction of that. Oh. Okay. So there we go. Water's coming through. What do we have these? Ooh, we're flooding. We're flooding. What do we have these 165? Whoa. I guess we'll always flood there because it's just so much water coming over so quickly. There we go. I wish there was a way for us to differentiate here and fill this up during... Guess we could just open it. Fill it up during the wet seasons. That's the only thing I don't like about the sluices. Is that you can't tell it. Like with simple triggers, you can tell it when it's wet period, you open, and then when it's dry period, you close. I wish sluices had that capability as well. But I guess we can just open it, let it fill, and then shut it again. So it's filling. Okay. Did we get... They're working on these guys right here. That has highest priority. We are rather in a dearth with the logs again, though. That's part of our problem. Because we've got no logs. We've got no logs. That's crazy bad. That is crazy bad. We also have no power over here because the last windmill over here is the one that is connecting this to power. We did change this level so that we could try and get a higher level in here all of the time. So I want to see if we can start inching this guy up. Like right now it's at a 4.5. Can we make it so that it goes to 6.5 without flooding anything up here? Because we are running into, at the end of the drought period for the longer ones, we don't have enough water up here because this is not... Oh my. That adjustment really flooded things there for a second. Okay, it looks like that should be okay, so I'm going to change... Oh, there we go. Well, we got to 30k water. We ended that with about 27 something. We still need another 5k in order to be completely full on all of our water storage. Okay. 6.5 is causing flooding rapidly. If we come down to 6. All right, maybe 4.5 was what we figured was going to work the best. I just would like to get this upper level. the upper level full. All right, that's at 8.2. I'm going to switch it back to auto. I wish that wasn't something we had to do, but it looks like yes, we must. That's at an 8.5. And we're still flooding. We're still flooding. Why are we still flooding? I guess it's really not that bad. It's just the Lido and these water pumps that are getting flooded when it does that. Most of the cropland is fine. All right. Okay. So let's see here. How are we doing up here? We're getting there. They have that couple more platforms to do, and then we'll be able to... Can they reach them? Yes, they can reach them. So what's going on? It's just taking a minute, I guess. We have all the materials for them, right? No, we don't have planks. That's our holdup. Planks are always our holdup. How are our trees doing? This corner is not doing its thing. They've started these guys. That is in. I was wondering if that would allow us to have a better connection. Right there. Can we then put back some trees? No, we can't plant there. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So fine. Here we're waiting on planks once again. It's all right. I'm gonna take this one out because it's not going to ever plant because that one doesn't quite get the water, which is not cool, but hey. All right, so over here then we're going to be looking at, we need, they've started that one as well. Yep. We're going to need a zipline station over here to complete the circuit. Because this over here, once they get these two done, will complete that circuit. They'll be able to go from water tanks to without a problem. All right. So it looks like we might have to do a bit of runtime to get enough trees. Oh, we got trees coming in. To get enough trees to have the logs to make the planks that we need to get started on this. I probably should have run in between episodes a little bit to gather up some resources. Our cute little beavers. I didn't realize that those were beavers on the end. Ooh, and they light up when they're in prayer, I guess. I guess you can call it. I don't know what that agora actually is. The beaver religion, whatever that may be. Oh, first one's in. I guess I didn't. That's as many as we can fit in there. We probably need a few more builder huts. Okay. We also have a little bit of empty ground right here that we could do something with. What should we do with that? What is this guy? a gathering flag. We don't have anything to gather over here anymore, so I'm not quite certain why we've got that. Oh, there our drought started. How much water did we end up having in here then? We're at 7.2, so it should be a bit of time before they have to start releasing that. Oh, I know I did also place some dynamite, but we don't have planks, so it probably hasn't even started. I placed these down here because I realized we have no food anywhere for the beavers that are working here, food or water. So they have to run all the way to the warehouses over here to get something to eat if they're thirsty or hungry. So I'm like, well, we probably should just put in a couple of warehouses for them to have some food stored. I also did fill in the hole that was here along this path. So now the beavers have to run in through a tunnel to get to the other side here. Oh, these guys I wanted to take out as well. All right, and then if we look at this area, I'm thinking whatever we do, we're gonna have to put platforms over this. Those are gonna have to go there. So whatever we decide to do in here, they're gonna need that. We also have plenty of dirt that we could start like filling in this area here without a problem. Right? Oops, I made it so that they can't get down there. Pass, please. Thank you, game. And then that one. I'm going to go ahead and knock these all the way to the bottom because I don't really want them to work on that since we don't really know what we want to do there. Then we can go ahead and we can dirt. We can't. That's the contamination barrier, and we can't put that on top of there. Push on it. All right, so our path comes out of there, right? So if we make our path connect up like that, then we can take out this wonky joggy path then. And I think some of those are just left over from when we were trying to corral the bad water so it couldn't come down on our civilization. So I think that will definitely be all right. We can leave that one in there. That's fine. That's fine. If we redirect this path to there, right, we can go ahead and get rid of all of these levees and switch them to dirt. We are still getting contamination here. I'm not 100% certain where that's coming from. But we could come in here, put some levees in, then put dirt into this whole area and cover this all with dirt. That would definitely work. We don't cover that whole space. We could come right up to this guy and cover that all. I mean, theoretically, we could, okay. Shall we straighten up our paths here? Let's reconnect with that one and get rid of some of this wonkiness. All right, we don't need that. We don't need that. Guess it's just that section. Okay. Can you put a levee on top of? Yes. The contamination barriers. All right. So now we've got like a massive amount of space there. We could just carry across. These like that. We want to store something under there. We could probably, oh, let's see here. We'd need, or, and then if we just did, boosh. You'd never know it was there except for these two levees. So maybe we... Oh, that one's because it's a contamination barrier. If I take that out, are we going to end up with... Are we going to get the creep again? Let's see. If I put dirt in there, it most likely will get creep. Okay. Let's put that back in there. And then put the levee back in there. Okay. There we go. What happened? We got no power. The wind power cut out. Okay. Of course, it cut out at nighttime. Did our gravity batteries not? Oh, our gravity batteries are all the way down. We did get everything connected back up, right? These ones are with the windy wind, so those ones are still connected down here, right? Yes. Okay. Of course, at night, when the beavers could actually use them, they didn't go. Alrighty. We got all of that done now. We have 39 baby beavers. Oh my lordy. Wait, what's going on here? Why don't we have... We're missing a path to the campfire. There we go. Fixed. Fixed. Okay, let's see. We are out of planks again. Gosh darn it. Okay, I am going to... What else is using planks? Not those guys. Not the printing presses. We've got all the lumber mills running. That's 6 of them. Don't have any power again. Gosh darn it. Our gravity batteries are not equipped to handle the amount of buildings we have. They are not recharging. Okay. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. That sucks. Oh, we got a little dance hall action going on. All right. I want to... We are at time for today. We did get it planned out. I think what I might do is in between episodes go ahead and just run for them to build up some resources, because we are, of course, the tree dearth is causing a problem. Cut. Oh, you're not marked for cutting. Because we keep running out of lumber. Oh, we got this one over here done. Because we keep running out of lumber, we are having issues getting things going. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause today's episode here and call it a day. We've got what we wanted planned out, but we need to collect some resources. So I think we're going to have to just run in between episodes and do some resource collection. Maybe I will put it on... I will record it for a time lapse and just kind of set this up for building, and then maybe we can play that in the next episode, because this is a little much. We have 4 beavers with no jobs. All of these are full? No. We'll go ahead and do that. All right. So that is what we're going to call it for today. At least we got, you know, something kind of going here. And let's see if we can't get a time lapse recorded for the next episode. All right. So I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.